On Thursday, the 5th of September 2019, Premier Private University in Nigeria, Igbinedion University Okada, organized an annual birthday lecture at the University Auditorium to celebrate the 85th birthday anniversary of the Osama of Benin Kingdom and founder of the university, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Igbinedion. Guests at the event included the Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly, the Right Honorable Frank Okiye, the CEO of Hebrew Organizations, Olurogun Oscar Hebrew, was the guest of honor. The Oni of Ife, His Imperial Majesty, Oba Adeyeye Nitogunsi Ojaja II, was ably represented by the Ashoya of Ishoya Ile-Ife, Oba Muraina Adedini, among other important personalities. The birthday lecture, titled Private University, Vision of Founding Fathers, was delivered by the former Director General, Nigerian Institute of Advanced Legal Studies, Professor Epiphany Azinge. He said the founder of Igbinedion University, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Igbinedion, should be celebrated globally for pioneering the first private university in Nigeria at a time when his peers had other visions. Professor Epiphany Azinge also made a case for the establishment of ECOWAS studies and the need for a tertiary education trust fund to support private universities financially.
To His Excellency, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Igbinedion, JP, the Osama of Benin Kingdom, that he will go down in history as having engineered the first private university in Nigeria. As the founding father of this great citadel of learning, one can only imagine what inspired this living legend of our time to undertake the process of establishing a private university. By the very high standards of National University Commission, setting up a private university is undoubtedly a tasking and laborious process, involving a minimum land mass of not less than 100 hectares, huge financial resources, infrastructural development, consortium of experts, professionals, and leading intellectuals, amongst other requirements. But nothing is greater than desire, the drive, the inspiration, determination, and vision of the founding father. For Chief Igbinedion to walk this road of glory at a time when many never imagined the possibility of achieving such a dream is not only worthy of commendation, but also a cause for celebration and admiration. There's no denying the fact that Chief Igbinedion's foray into university enterprise was never a fluke. For one who by 1980s have ventured into Montessori, and I'm in a position to know because my children all attended in Montessori, have ventured into Montessori primary and secondary education, the progression to university undertaking was only natural and predictable. Credit to the Osama that he saw the light when his peers toyed with mundane and fleeting economic undertakings. He opted to create a center of excellence and a theater of dreams for intellectual incubation. It is instructive to note that even in his historical information on the website, it is eloquently stated that, quote, Igbinedion University Okada marks the realization of the dream of Chief Dr. Gabriel Igbinedion, the Osama of Benin Kingdom, to bequeath to future generation of Nigerian university education of international standard, where academic calendar is faithfully run without interruption. End of quote.
In the goodwill message of the special guest of honor, Olurogun Oscar Hebrew, he described the celebrant as a trailblazer who has created a legacy for the next generation. He further described the celebrant as an icon who is successful in all areas of life.
I have always been fascinated by the Asama. The business, entrepreneurial, and philanthropic exploits over the years. He has given succor to the poor, provided shelter for the homeless, lifted people out of poverty, and provided employment for thousands of youths. It is good and proper, therefore, to celebrate a man with such a large heart for not pulling up the ladder while growing so large in his affairs. As the Asama ages gracefully, it is my prayer that he will live longer so as to further reap more fruits of his labor. I am happy to have been afforded the opportunity of today's ceremony to present this message to a legend, a hero, and an icon of our time, and to a business mogul, a trailblazer, who has had a remarkable journey and whom has made a positive difference in the lives of millions of Nigerians at home, in diaspora, and the world at large.
In the message of the Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly, the Right Honorable Frank Okie, he said, for an institution to have survived 20 years and produced over 10,000 graduates is a remarkable feat. The Right Honorable Frank Okie also used the opportunity to congratulate the celebrant, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Igbinedion, on his 85th birthday anniversary.
About 20 years ago means this icon is a great leader, because 20 years ago I was still trying to find my feet in the society, having just graduated, and at that time men were already thinking of providing a legacy for the next generation. I am sure that at the time this institution was established, a number of persons were still thinking of what kind of investment I would do that will generate a return that must be financially based. But here is a man that looked forward to how to build the capacity of people, how to build an environment that will be so sustainable that platforms of various degree, platforms of various benefit to the society will be hidden upon.
There was a cultural dance performance by the students of the Department of Theatre Arts of Igbinedion University. This was immediately followed by the presentation of plaques to the guest lecturer, Professor Epiphany Azinye, Professor Sheikh Abdullah, and the guest of honor, Olurugun Oscar Ibro. As part of the programs lined up for the birthday lecture, the special guest of honor at the events, Olurugun Oscar Ibro, donated an ICT building to Igbinedion University, Okada.
3, 2, 1, go! Well, thank you. This is a great one. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless.
The Vice Chancellor of Igbinedion University, Okada, Professor Zemonye, who conducted people around the facility, said the initiative birthed by the founder, the Esama of Benin Kingdom, is part of the Smart Campus initiative envisioned by the founder so as to place the university at par with its counterparts globally. On Friday, the 6th of September 2019, the parish priest of St. Gabriel the Archangel, Reverend Father Jerome Idebe, led his congregation as they said special prayers for the Esama of Benin Kingdom. Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Igbinedion, and wished him a happy 85th birthday. Thereafter, the Benin City Catholic Archdiocesan Council paid a visit to the iconic celebrant as the Catholic Men Organization (CMO), the Catholic Women Organization (CWO), and the Christ's Answer Prayers International and the Jesus Answers Prayers Intercessory Ministry, led by Pastor Mrs. Faith Omokaro, presented gift items to the celebrant, Sir Dr. Gabriel Igbinedion. Grandson of the celebrant, Kene Onocha, paid glowing tribute to his grandpa, Sir Dr. Gabriel Igbinedion, using his saxophone. In a special tribute by former Edo State governorship candidate, Barrister Kenneth Emasogbon, he described the celebrant as an enigma who should be celebrated globally because of his good philanthropic gestures.
As a nation celebrates you, Edo State, your proud state, celebrates you. In heaven, you are celebrated. On earth, you are celebrated. God Almighty made you a gift to the world. And forever, your indelible sojourner marks will last forever. I said in my advert, when I grow up, I would like to be like you. You are the torchlights, the pathfinder, the icon, the bridge builder, the negotiator, the business mogul. You are the big tree, the mighty tree that all birds of the world came to fly and battle. I came from Abuja, sir. I bring greetings from my wife Kate and my children. You know, your birthday is always with fun and happiness. I'm happy to be here, Daddy. I'm happy to celebrate you at 85. You will see more than 85.
Amen.
On Saturday, the 7th of September 2019, the high point of the day was the arrival of the Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Lamidi Adeyemi, who arrived in a private jet, well accompanied by one of his beautiful queens, Olori Memunat Omomi Adeyemi. On sighting the Alaafin of Oyo, the celebrant quickly took the paramount ruler to his special set as a sign of respect for the traditional ruler, who also had a short dance session before departing to his lodge. The High Chiefs of Benin Kingdom, led by the Iyasere of Benin Kingdom, Chief Sam Igbe, also had their time to celebrate with one of their own, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Igbinedion, who was filled with joy as he entertained them all. On Sunday, the 8th of September 2019, the entire household of Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Igbinedion gathered for the 85th birthday anniversary Thanksgiving of the Enigma at St. Gabriel the Archangel Church, Sapele Road in Benin City. The celebrant, Sir Chief Gabriel Igbinedion, and his wife, Lady Cherry Igbinedion, were conveyed to the church in a chariot in a very royal manner. Dignitaries at the church service were former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, GCFR, former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, GCFR, former Deputy Senate President Ibrahim Mantu, the Ojomo of Ekpoma, Edo State, Chief Dr. Ezekiel Anaibe, former Minister of Industry, Chief Dr. Mrs. Nikki Akonde, CON, Otumba Adekunle Ojora and Erelu Ujolakwe Ojora, Nigerian music legend Professor Victor Owaifo. Royal fathers present were the Aláàfin of Ọ̀yọ́, Ọba Lamidi Ọláyíwọlá Adéyẹmí. The Ọọ̀ni of Ife, His Imperial Majesty, Ọba Adéyẹyè Nítògúnwùsì Ọ̀jájá II, was ably represented by the Asoya of Ilé-Ìsọ̀yà, Ọba Múráínà Adédìní, among other royal fathers. The church service kicked off with hymnal renditions, which was immediately followed by a quick opening prayer session. In the sermon delivered by Reverend Father Alfred Agbolahon, he first congratulated the celebrant on his 85th birthday celebration and described it as a huge landmark in a country where the average life expectancy is below 60. The officiating priest also emphasized on the need to be good to others, adding that it is a great thing to serve the Lord and that one's life should be a reflection of the goodness of God.
Thanking God today with our Father, and I'm preaching a brief homily which I titled Gratitude and Thanksgiving, the Fulfillment of the Will of God. Gratitude and Thanksgiving, the fulfillment of God's will. If we are alive today, it's a thing of joy and something of gratitude, which we must display for all that God has done in our life. If you are under the breath of God, if you have the breath of God still in your nostril, you must thank God for being alive. You must thank God for all that He has been. You must thank God for all that He has provided. You must thank God for who He is in your life. You must thank God for your household. You must thank God that there is no evil report concerning you. You must thank God for sparing your life from whatever form of attack. The almighty hand of God has been upon us. It is something that warrants gratitude. The word of God says in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 18, it says, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of God concerning you. And if we are thanking God today alongside our Father, Chief Sir Dr. Gabriel Igbinedion, we are fulfilling the will of God. We are doing the will of God. It is the will of God for us to thank God. God wants us to thank Him. God wants us to express gratitude for all that He has been to us. It is unrighteous to forget all that God has been. It is unrighteous to neglect giving God thanks and praise for all that He has been for us. And our Father, Jesus, Dr. Gabriel Osawa, does not fail in giving God thanks, does not fail in appreciating the person of God, does not fail in giving God the gratitude that is due to God.
Just before the Thanksgiving session, senior artist of the Music Society of Nigeria, Olumide Bariton, and the celebrant's daughter, Amenze Precious, rendered a glowing tribute in songs in honor of the celebrant, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Igbinedion. The Thanksgiving session was a huge one, as all dignitaries present joined in.
To the
In the goodwill message of former President of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, he congratulated the Esama of Benin Kingdom, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Igbinedion, on his 85th birthday anniversary and commended him for his philanthropic efforts in building the nation.
I want to thank God for your life and thank God for being a partner, a friend, a champion, and a confidant, not just a wife. May God still continue to spare the lives of both of you, to continue to influence each other. On behalf of all of us, but particularly on behalf of my own colleagues here, my colleague there and the others, we wish you happy birthday and many, many happy returns. May your shadow never grow less. Thank you.
In the message of former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, he celebrated the Enigma for always helping the needy and for laying a good example for others to follow. He ended by congratulating and wishing him well, after which a photo and video session ensued.
I really concur with what he has said. To me, it's a great opportunity to join all those who love you to celebrate your 85th birthday. And I have to congratulate you and your mommy. You are indeed happy. And all what our President Obasanjo said is what I concur. Thank you all.
From Biscon Communications, we congratulate the Esama of Benin Kingdom, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Igbinedion, on his 85th birthday anniversary celebration. On Tuesday, the 10th of September 2019, the Executive Parliamentary Staff Association, Edo State Chapter, led by Mr. Haruna Umar Farouk, paid a courtesy visit to the Esama of Benin Kingdom, Sir Chief Gabriel Igbinedion. The University of Benin Karat Club, led by Mr. Festus Obomese, had a sparring session right in front of the celebrant in celebration of his 85th birthday anniversary. Thereafter was a visit by the Igbinedion University Council. The much anticipated entry of the paramount ruler of the Yoruba race, the Oni of Ife, His Imperial Majesty Oba Adeyeye Nitogunse, was a sight to behold. He especially said words of prayers for the entire Igbinedion family.
We thank God for your life. It's because of the love that we have for you that we've driven for several hours to get to you. It's the love that we have for you. It's the honor that we have for you. And we must continue to give that honor to whom honor is due. Please, a beautiful round of applause for the We should now pray for him. I have prayed for him for long life and prosperity, for him to continue to be happy. We don't want any sadness around him. Pray for him. Pray for him. And by the very special grace of God Almighty, God will answer all our prayers. And everything we have so wished him, God will continue to put everything in a very proper and right perspective for him and his entire family. And God will bless all of you too. I thank you all for coming. God bless you, and God bless all of us.
In the remarks of the chairman and CEO Biscon Communications, Prince Bisiol Atilo, he thanks the Oni of Ife for preserving the Yoruba and African culture, which he promotes in the best way possible. He added that the chief celebrant, Sir Chief Gabriel Igbinedion, has taken him as a son, and that's one of the virtues he cherishes in the humble celebrant.
That should show you how much of a father he is to all of us. When I celebrated 30 years in business, he was there. he took it over. Oh, God will bless you, sir. And I'm happy that with our KBC here, I'm sure the Lord will even grow even bigger than this. Yes, sir.
On Wednesday, the 11th of September 2019, the Esama of Benin Kingdom, Sir Chief Gabriel Igbinedion, marked his birthday proper in Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. The birthday celebration symbolizes his annual international festival that attracts people from all walks of life, like political leaders, traditional rulers, business executives, clergymen, and so on. Among the dignitaries present at the ceremony were the Executive Governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Philip Shuaibu, the Oni of Ife, His Imperial Majesty Oba Adeyeye Nitogunse, former Governor of Delta State, Mr. James Ibori, former Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Obong Victor Atta, Chief Tom Ikemi, Olurogun Oscar Ibro, Chief Lucky Igbinedion, Senator Ben Obi, Chairman and CEO Biscon Communications, Prince Besiol Atilo, the Chairman Nigerian Baptist Convention and President Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, Reverend Dr. Samson Olashukbo Oyekunle, among many others. The day started officially with a morning dew service as the Right Reverend Peter Imashion said the opening prayer. The Bible reading followed immediately, taken by Pastor Mrs. Margaret Agbonifo. There was a special song ministration by the Word Praise team of God's Historic Chapel. In the sermon titled, Thanking the Lord for All Things and Facing the Future with Confidence, delivered by the President of the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, Reverend Olashukbo Oyekunle, he described the celebrant as a man with lots of grace, who has defied all odds to attain the age of 85 in a country where the average life expectancy is below 50.
To God be the glory. There is grace with you. You will operate under the grace of God to conquer the remaining lands in the name of Jesus. So God says that He will exalt the heart the more like that of the unicorn, and that God will fulfill if you have the confidence to build it. Number two, your eyes will continue to see your desires over your enemy. The enemy will not laugh at you. Those who think, why is slave all the time? And they want to bring you down together with your children. You will see their end. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ. In Luke chapter 10, verse 19, the Bible says, Behold, I have given you authority to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, all inclusive. Whether diabolical or direct, I have given you power
of the enemy, and nothing shall my enemies hurt me. I think him we say amen. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
There was a special performance by the Excel Choral Group of St. Paul Catholic Church. And that was followed by a praise and worship session by Nigerian gospel singer Samuel Boso. In the goodwill message of the Executive Governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, he thanked everyone for coming to celebrate with the Esama of Benin Kingdom, Sir Chief Gabriel Osawa Igbinedion, whom he described as a father, not just to him, but to the nation.
I want to, rather than make a few remarks, do the work that Lord would have done this morning, which is to thank all of you. For those of you who were here last year, you will notice one thing. There is a remarkable difference in the health and outlook of our family. He was struggling to walk here last year, but I came in quite early to come with him. Today, took it back early, stood up and walked here himself without any reason. For that, we have every reason to thank God. We have every reason to thank God for his life because of what he has meant and been to us in this state. He's somebody we are truly proud of. He's somebody who has represented us out there. He's someone that has been remarkable, not only within but outside of this state. Thanking you for the remarkable things you have done in this short life of his 5 years, and pray that God will continue to extend it so that as you grow in age, we continue to have you to let us, to give us your words of wisdom, because today you are now Father of all of us, no matter the divide. Once again, I want to say congratulations.
This was followed immediately by the special rendition from Reverend Father Chima Okosisi, who used his saxophone to perform some musical wonders. In the remarks of the Oni of Ife, His Imperial Majesty, Oba Adeyeye Nitogunse, he thanked God for the opportunity to once again celebrate the Esama of Benin Kingdom, Sir Chief Gabriel Osawara Igbinedion, adding that the celebrant is a man who is loved virtually by everyone, and his birthday has become a tradition which everyone celebrates yearly.
I am here again to honor you, and I will come over and over and over again. You will live long. You will live long. You will live long. I am not the one speaking. I'm speaking on behalf of the King of Kings. There's a lot of authority on this throne of Oduduwa. I say it again, you will live long. For the rest of your days, I'm telling people that are very close to you, our mama, Lady Igbinedion, the children, please and please and please. I know he's your father, but he's the father to so many people. Always ensure that you make him happy every day of his life. Anything that you know that pleases him, you have to do it. Anything whatsoever that will make him to be sad, please desist. I repeat, please desist.
He afterwards prayed for him and presented him a special birthday gift. This was followed by a prayer session for the Igbinedions, as the children and grandchildren all surrounded the celebrant, while the pastors present took turns to shower prayers on the family. In the tribute of Chief James Ibori, he thanked the celebrant for always using his birthday to unify people from different parts of the country every year. In the message of Obong Victor Atta, he described the celebrant as an exemplary leader who has placed himself in the history books of the nation Nigeria. He wished him a happy birthday. Also, in the message of Professor Chris Bode, who represented the Minister of Health, Honorable Osage Hanire, he congratulated the celebrant on yet another iconic celebration, which has brought people from all over the world together. Daughter of the celebrant, Amenze, later rendered a very soul-lifting song in honor of her father, Sir Chief Gabriel Osawara Igbinedion. The program ended with the vote of thanks delivered by the first son of the celebrant, Chief Lucky Igbinedion. From Biscon Communications, it's 85 hearty cheers to the Esama of Benin Kingdom, Sir Chief Gabriel Osawara Igbinedion. Happy birthday, sir.